But now he's not drawing. The question is, what if we made this grass PNG? PNP, I mean. Oh, it's pretty hard to notice, but it is drawn here. Basically, my point is, there's that we made a mistake in previous tutorial. It's because it is missing a DL from SDL image. If you go to SDL image and to the 32-bit, which is x86, we need to have this lib to be able to load PNGs. Just to be safe, you should copy all of them. And we're just gonna go back here and paste it inside debug here. Basically now you have pop PNG, it is gonna draw him. He's a little bit squished and looks a little bit creepy, but he's there. Let's actually oh, it's 50 by 80. We want to make him higher. There you go. Let's make him a little bit bigger as well. Let's do 100 by 100. A little bit big, but as you can see, transparency is working perfectly fine. Since we made this PNG and this has been cut off around him. The other question is, what if we drew Pop before the grass? He would be behind the grass. So basically, whatever you draw last will be in front of this. So Pop will be in front of the grass because it was drawn later. So keep in mind the order you're drawing them because it actually affects. So we drew him before the background if we would have it here. Yeah. Another thing is you also should check. So let's remove this for now, because I remember we had this problem with. Oh. Let me remove them. Delete them, not cut them. If you run this, as you can see, Pop is disappeared again because that lib is missing. etc. You should always check for errors. It is quite easy. Basically, all we have to do is if pop image is null, and we're gonna type into the screen cout couldn't load pop. And we're gonna do the same thing for grass. But obviously we're gonna use if grass is not equals to null. If it is equal to null, that means this didn't load the image. So if we run it, as you can see, we get error couldn't load Bob because we are missing that lib. So we need that lib back here. So we're gonna go back here, images, lib x86, and let's paste all of those just in case. I think you just need that PNG one, but later in future it might cause problems, so let's just paste all of them. Okay. So if we run it now, as you can see, there's no errors. Now, if go here and run it, as you can see, we've got two errors, couldn't load class and couldn't load Bob. That is because the image is missing here. What you have to do is go back here and copy those two images and paste them here. Now if we run the game, it's gonna load them. But you can see later for a big game, you're gonna have a lot of images, so you kinda want to structure them properly. So I would suggest creating a folder called, for example, data, and put those images inside data. Then you can create, for example, another image, a folder background or something. For now, let's just keep them in data. So if you run it now, you're gonna get 2 errors again because we moved them. We moved the images. Because they are not here anymore, they are inside the data folder. And whenever you mention the path, it actually starts the path from this very moment, from this folder. Unless you're here, then it starts from this moment because you're running the game from here. So what you're gonna do is you simply just type in data slash. So if we as you see, we didn't save the other one, Bob. If we're gonna run it, we get not Bob because Bob is still looking Bob in this folder, even though he's in this folder, in the data folder. So we're gonna do the same thing here. As you can see, we loaded them. But obviously now if you go back to debug and try running it here, you couldn't load those two images because it looks them now in the data folder. So obviously you have to create data here, and paste those two images here. And that works perfectly. Okay, so that's explained. Also, as I said before, whenever you create a pointer, you have to destroy it, or you will have memory leaks. Technically, you don't really have to because it will do it automatically here, but it's good programming practice to do it because in future it might give you memory leaks. So basically to destroy texture, you simply do destroy texture, and then you pass in the texture. So we have two textures, grass and pop, grass image and pop image. So we're gonna destroy both of them. SDL. Okay. So now it's gonna work exactly like it was working before. So this is the image loading in SDL. In the next tutorial, as you see, we have quite a lot of code, and you can imagine for big games like now we're gonna create an RPG that's gonna have, for example, quite a few images of enemies, different armors, weapons, probably a few different backgrounds as well. This would get really long if we do this for each image. That's why we're gonna organize everything, and we're gonna start doing classes. I'll go through classes and split everything into different files, so you don't end up with one big file that's really hard to understand. Basically, we're gonna make this project easier to manage, since now we know how to use basics of SDL. Okay, question of the day number 3. How can you, if we would move Bob.png back here, and so we have Bob.png here, and obviously he's missing here. How can we change the code here to get Bob.png?